Okay, I've showed you the exhibits inside the James H. Andrew Museum. Ticket is required to visit the museum, but when you're inside the museum, like I said, ticket is required. So make sure you present a ticket when you go inside and look at the exhibits. And I'll show you what all has changed since part 1 that I've made of this episode. And here's part 2 of what I'm going to show you. So I'll get behind the camera and here we go. Okay, first of all, we're going to go down this little hallway. Here's a cardboard cutout of Mamie and Dwight Eisenhower. And that's their home and birthplace and museum in Boone, if you ever want to go there. Look at this quilt of the Boone and Scenic. Some that were already put on this quilt. Let's look at this case right here. There's a Line L train. So we walk down here, and this is an Andy Blomberg. This is a schedule, and these are N-scale trains, and some steam locomotives, and diesels. This one, Streamliner passenger trains. The first successful Zephyr. This is what the Pioneer Zephyr originally looked like when it was built. And here's what it looks like today as an example. And so if you look at this car right here, I'm going to show you this car. And this car right here actually went to the Mark Twain Zephyr when it was on display in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. And it is still with it today, but at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. And that's an old-time train up there. 3 actually. And how this Streamline era became more modern-like. And to Amtrak. And some freight cars in this case right here. There's a donation this looks like it was made from. Looks like this was all donated by some gentleman to me. And this shows you how the 2 railroads met in Promontory, Utah. The Jupiter and 119. So let's go around the museum. This is going. Behind that door is actually access to the gift shop. And this is a theater room right here that was just put up. It's kind of dark in here, so I'm going to talk quieter because someone's enjoying something in here. But you can see the pictures on the wall. I'll just look at this. I don't know if you can see clearly, but I apologize. But there's a video playing. And let's go back in the exhibit gallery. I think they just built this a long time ago. A lot of items in here were all donated by James H. Andrew. That's from the Chicago Northwestern Business. And that used to be on display in the depot before this building was constructed. There's modeled the Kate Shelley Bridge, which was named after her when she was a hero and saved lives of people when a bridge was washed out. And here's a handcar right here. This is modeled the water tower that's outside. And look at this case. And I'll pan along if you want to pause and look at everything. And wow, look at all these. This is a model of an electric locomotive that ran on the tracks outside. This is a Dodge power plant in Fraser, Iowa, when it was still inactive. When it was still active, I should say. Old-fashioned cameras, old-fashioned ticket punchers. Look at this bench. Pretty cool, huh? There's the Santa Fe Streamline unit. Pictures of the 8419 when it looked like that when it arrived here. And there's a speeder right here, and a rail bike, and some crewman's hat. And wow, pretty cool. And so let's look at this right here. And look at this case right here. Look at that old switchboard. And here's a replica train depot that was part of James H. Andrews' donation. And look at this board right here, showing how the railroads changed over the years. And here's some controls from an old diesel locomotive. Looks like these are from a Rock Island diesel engine that may have been cut up years ago. And here's some more of this. Oh, here's Midwest Central Railroad and Midwest Electric Railway in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Something special. Wow. Doesn't all this look pretty cool or what? Let's go along this wall right here. There's a model of the GG1 in that case. Look at all these old items in this case. That lantern, that hat. Here's a china plate on the rails. Models of trolleys and electric locomotives in this case right here. And that's a model of a Fort Collins trolley, and all these are Bernie trolley cars. I think that's the 21, which still is running on the line today. And I believe it's hard. Oh, 2000, I see. And these are old seats. And also, look at this model. It's EMD locomotive. Look at these gold trains. This looks like American Flyer. This HO model, the Rock Island train, called the Rock Island Rocket. And look at this, all this. And these lanterns as well. Here's the streamlined trains. That's a model of the Big Boy, the Hiawatha, and the M10,000. If you want to pause and read what that says, feel free to. And look at all these bells, headlights, and wow. These are mannequins wearing the uniforms. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, that number plate came off of Union Pacific 824, which was scrapped years ago. And isn't all this pretty cool or what? And if you press this button right here, it will make that trolley move down the tracks.
We met a bunch of guys.
I think I'll take it all the way around. Trolley Town. Pause it, stop it right there. Look at this model of this HO scale model railroad. Santa Fe. That is an EMD switcher. There's a model of the Big Boy. Doesn't this look pretty cool or what? That's a Rock Illinois Central caboose at the back. And if you wondered about that projector hanging from the ceiling right there, they do slideshows in here every once in a while, and that screen is pulled down as well.